difference what you see. Possibly the God in me, it's got to be God in me. They tired of me, so it leaves no excuses, apologies, but I'm probably proud of me. They hate me cause I'm a G, little I when I OD like damn. But I'm going, his is a Sam, going cause it's Sam. And I ain't shacking, no acting up, no acting tough. None is to be the same reason these niggas calling these passages just to back them up. Thought they was bad as cuffs until they sure they bad as fucking all these niggas acting up. I bet you mad as duck your head one time, get your prayers online. Every time I mention Christ, they be giving me other signs. One sign, one sign, one. All I need is one sign, one sign, one sign, one sign, one. Gotta get it. One sign, one sign, one. All I need is one sign, one sign, one sign, one sign, one. Gotta get it.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Don Illuminati, back with another video. So, today we're gonna go over that Leviathan 666, the little audio joint that I dropped the other day. Okay, I just wanted to explain a little bit about it, man, because you know, I see that I might have lost a few subscribers or whatever, and sometimes I'll be knowing that it's because some people just not ready for certain shits or certain topics. You feel me? It's like facts, man. I'm just keeping it 1,000, man. How did I get that date, right? And what date am I talking about? I'm talking about 6/20/2026. Okay. Now, I'm not going to tell you that. I don't want to say that it's not a prophecy. I don't want to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you that it's a prophecy when the very possibilities of it being a prophecy could be a fact. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing is, it's like, all right, this is when people want to start turning you off. But y'all niggas gotta realize, dog, there's gonna be some prophets out there. As soon as a person come and tell you, look, I heard this word from God, there you go, running away talking about false prophet. I get it. There's a lot of people out here who's lying. They're telling you that they hear from the Most High. If they hear from the Most High, why the Most High not telling them the type of stuff He's telling me that I give to y'all? And it's very legitimate, it's logical. The explanation, all right, I got the pen in my hand, right? Is this what I want to do? I want to write it down for you, okay? I want you to see what I'm talking about. I ain't got a regular piece of paper when you need one, right? All right, so bet. Let me, just give me one second. This is what we're going to do. I want y'all to see how I understood it, what I saw. And just like I thought, there's no paper to write. So I'm gonna write this date down on here. It's an auto song. 6/20/2026. All right. I don't know if you can see that. See, this is the part, man. This is. Let me see. Let me darken it up real quick. You see that number right there? 6/20/2026. You see the 2020 in there? Calculate the twos. Right? You see the twos in there? Those twos equal up to a 6. So what you got? You got the month of June, that's a 6. All the twos in the middle equal a 6. And then you got the 6 at the end. I get it. Y'all probably gonna say, oh, anybody could have did it. No, bro. No. That's the original 666 date, bro. Everybody want to try to look at other dates and you be trying to make it 666, saying, oh, this is the day of 666, June 6, 2006. That wasn't it. If you look at this number that I gave you in algebraic form, rewind it back, do algebra with it, bro. That's 66. There's your 666 right there. Okay. Another thing is, when the Most High said that the coming of Christ was going to happen before summer, remember that. I don't know if y'all remember that or not, but it tells you that about the leaves will be falling off the trees, and when you see these things, know that The time is near. The coming is near, right? And it says before summer. Like right before summer. That's what it said, right? The Bible, right? June 20th is actually one day before summer. One day. Okay. Y'all want to know the date of this? See the barcode? The barcode, 666. Well, that's June 20th, 2026, man. That's the day of the beast. Hey, I said the day of the beast, but I think that the Lord is correcting me. Right? But I'm just letting you know that the beast is going to come out on that day. That's me saying, hey, the beast is going to come out, because I did that vision in a pure audio experience. I prayed to God through that whole thing. Show me, tell me, utilize me, right? And I came out with that audio. Now, I understand who it is, what it is on a project that I did. I was just putting stuff in there and we was doing stuff. Bro, listen, I told you, I don't be knowing what I'm doing, but whatever it is I be doing, it always be having something to do with what's going on, man. That's what my spirit knows. My spirit knows this ain't entertainment for me. My spirit knows to put up portals. My spirit knows to put up UFOs and robots. My spirit knows. When I did all that, dog, that was just me being interested, I guess. You feel me? But that's not how it's been going. And I've been peeping this throughout the years because I've been listening to some of my music. And I go back and I listen to certain things. The crazy thing is, the Lord is revealing to me a lot of things. And remember, when the Lord told you in that Bible, right? And this is my proof, that he said that he will reveal to you all things. All things. The thing is, I had asked the Lord, what date should I put? Why would I ask the Lord what date should I put on there? Why did it have to have a date? Right? You're not figuring out what I'm talking about. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the Leviathan 666, the video, the audio that I just dropped a few days ago. It says Leviathan 666. Go down to the joint and look at it. So I did that. And I'm thinking like, well, Lord, you gave me a vision. One of these things supposed to take place. I wanted it to look interesting, you know, like the movie Cloverfield, and you know, they gave you a date because they wanted to make it. They want you to know that it's from the future, right? They want you to know it's from the future. So in order to present that it's from the future, I gotta give you a date from the future. I'll give you a date from the past, then it's like, oh, okay, we could have said it was 1995. We could have said anything, right? And then it would have been a fairy tale. It would have been science fiction. It would have been, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that never happened. So I did it in a way to present it as if it was something that was going to happen in the future. Why? Because that's a part of the prophecy, right? And you're going to say, well, the prophecy never said it was going to come up in Brazil and this and that and the third. No, the prophecy didn't say that. The Bible doesn't tell you that. But I'm gonna tell you where his dock is at. Where is the dragon gonna pull up? The dragon's gonna be released, bro. He coming into the house of Israel, dog. Yes, and he's gonna destroy shit. He's gonna start tearing up the whole world. This is what the scriptures say. That the dragon is gonna be released, the beast, the first beast from the sea, right? He's gonna start terrorizing the world. And then there's another beast that comes out the mountain. And this person is a person. So that's probably the person y'all talking about, is the Antichrist. This is what I'm seeing now, right? See, maybe I didn't see that before. Maybe I knew or did. I don't know. But I'm telling you what I see now. There is a person coming. It is. And it ain't Jesus, right? There's a person coming. And this person is going to be in rulership and a dictator, kind of like of the world for some time being. That's not going to last though. It's either I got two visions going on here, or one of them's getting ready to be interrupted, which could be possibly the New World Order system. They might make it 7 years down the line, but then who's going to destroy them? If they said that they were all killed off, or the children of God was all killed off or something, then who's going to destroy them? Remember, the saints reign the earth somewhere in this whole situation. You see what I'm saying? God put certain people in the wilderness so that they would be safe from what the destruction that he's doing and the things that are coming, right? So it's like either they're gonna be safe or they're gonna be reigning with Christ for 1,000. Which one it is, bro? Which one? It's both of them. It is both. The reason why I couldn't understand it that way is because it kind of did look like two visions that God was giving me. I'm like, well, if you telling me this, then how the heck is that? I mean, you giving me two different things that's going on right now. Well, one of them things that's taking place is not happening here, where people are out of the way and the seeds are growing and you don't have to dig or plant a seed and you know you're gonna grow fruit and stuff like that. It's gonna show the Most High is who He is. That's in the wilderness. That's on the other side of, let's say, time, or the times that we're living in. Man, I want to talk about when the Bible talks about the tribulation days. The tribulation of those days. You got to understand the fact that it said those means there's two sets of tribulation days. If you got those days, then you got these days. Right now, we're in the tribulation of these days. That's these times, right? When these days is up, then you're going to have tribulation of those days, which are coming next. This could be very well the time of Jacob's trouble, which could be a tribulation period of time as well for the church. But that's also 7 years. And this is why a lot of people get confused, because they see the 7 and then it says this in one time and then it says that in another. Dog, did you ever think that it could be 2 tribulation periods of time that are 7 years? That it could be 2 blood moons? It could be 2 times worth of shower rain? Because the first time when it happens, it's going to be a sprinkle of blood. A sprinkle, right? The second, basically, the second coming, right, will be more blood, another red moon. That's what I'm seeing, because I'm like, oh, it's not matching up. Then you got one event is in the apocalypse, and then you got another event that's the Armageddon. Everybody who's thinking that rocks rain down and all that stuff is happening or getting ready to happen, right? God's getting ready to send rocks. He's going to send fire down on these people. That ain't happening right now, bro. That's after 1,000 years. That's after the Supper of the Lamb, when the Lord allows Satan to go on the loose again. He getting ready to let him out right now. He getting let him out right now to terrorize and do this punishment to this world. God is allowing that. Then he's going to get chained for 1,000 years. But when? When is the chains going to go on him? Well, whenever the New World Order is finished. Mind you, by the time an angel bounds this nigga for 1,000 years, the New World Order, none of that's going down. Obviously, right? So that's a part right there where the saints were getting ready to reign the earth. Why they didn't reign it? Because they left with the church at that particular time in the tribulation period of time. The church didn't get out of here right away, though. If you listen to the Leviathan 666, that's just my vision, right? But it's telling me the church, they're here for a little bit of that time. They said, the Bible says that the coming of Christ ain't gonna happen until they see, pretty much, the Antichrist. Until they see that figure. Who? Well, as I thought before, that was gonna be the Antichrist of the world, the people, when they start to rise. No, we ain't going nowhere until we see the nigga that's coming out the mountains. He don't come out the mountains until the dragon comes out, bro. I'm just telling y'all, I'm giving you some clues, right? Now you can say what you want. You can say, oh, he's not a prophet, da-da-da-da. Well, go up your cliche term where they say men lie, women lie, prophets could lie, but guess what? Numbers still don't lie. I got the numbers. Why is a 666 date so close to where we are right now? Do y'all understand that the season that we getting ready to go in right now, between the next 3 to 6 months, is the season of famine and pestilence? People about to starve to death, cuz. Because they stupid. I'm gonna tell you, I'm dead serious. When the Bible said my people perish for the lack of knowledge, a hell of a lot more people than that is gonna perish for the lack of knowledge too. Because they dumb as hell, bro. You got people out here like me telling them, look, you might want to prepare just in case this or just in case that. They're like, no, I ain't preparing. What the is wrong with you with not wanting to prepare, dog? The Bible tell you to be like the ant and prepare, bro. What's wrong with these people And I'm talking about, look, just go prepare some rice, get some noodles, store up like 30 pounds of rice, you know, stuff like that. It's very cheap for you to get that type of stuff and access that shit right now. Y'all give this shit too much. Y'all rely on the system way too much, dog. It's like, god dang, how dumb can y'all be, bro? Y'all rely on the system so much. Then when somebody tell you, what's the possibilities that the trucks could just stop running and stop delivering the produce and the grocery stores could go down? I'm not trying to sell fear, dog. I am not trying to sell fear. Listen to what's happening in our economy, dog. Y'all heard in Hunger Games. Y'all know the government playing on some evil shit right now. So everybody acting like they battle. Like, well, if something really does happen, I'ma just go out and I'ma just take. Everybody willing to play Fortnite. Y'all willing to kill each other, then to prepare. You're stupid. But guess what? That's why this is gonna happen. So I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna. Listen, if you wanna know from your boy and what he can see, right? Because I told you, I haven't like technically been wrong about the things I've been presenting. If I told you that Most High gave me that number, bro, I asked him for that date. I didn't make that. I didn't come up with that date. I asked him what date, dog, and that's what I came out with, right? Then he made me look at it, and I said, oh shoot. The first thing I realized, it goes frontwards and backwards. 6202026. Spin it backwards. It's 6202026. And if you're doing it in algebra, it's 666. How you think I'm that smart? Y'all ain't find this nowhere out there. This is another one of those anomalies or whatever it is I'm giving you that you ain't found out there. Remember we did the time breakdown and I showed you how we were living on 0.666? Okay, if you didn't catch that video, do the math. You ain't heard this nowhere else, right? You're gonna divide and conquer. 2,400 hours on the clock. Put 2,400 divided by what? Minutes and seconds. So it's 2,400. Why is it not 12? Because we're going on a clock that says 12. But on a daily clock, it goes up to 24 hours. So you're taking 2,400 divided by minutes, right? Which is 60, divided by 60 minutes, and then divide minutes by seconds. You divide that's it. If you divide 2,400 by 60 minutes, you get the number 40. So now you gotta divide that number 40 by seconds, which is 60 seconds. Divide 40 by 60, right? And what do you get? You get 0.66666666666 all the way down. Mind you, the numbers in time run to the thousands place. It's not just the 0.13 or 59 and then no, it's in the thousands place. So if you swimming or racing or anything that got to do with time, in that last digit of place, it's going to be three sets of numbers. That's actual time. That's what time is actually made up of, by the seconds of the thousands place. Every second that we're building on, right, of time is built upon the 666. Okay? You ain't heard that nowhere else either. Who gave me that? Who you think gave it to me, bro? Who you think gave it to me this information, right? So let me tell you what's getting ready to happen. Or northeastern storm, blackout, then purge. After the purge in America, shortly after the purge, I don't know if it's gonna be a few weeks or a few days, but after that, that beast is gonna come rising out the sea. America is in a purge before that even happens. Before that happens, what caused the purge though? Well, we can say it was a lot of shit talking. We can say it's Donald Trump. We can say this. We can say all this other than that, right? But in actuality, ain't nobody forced y'all niggas to go kill each other but y'all. Y'all were the ones that was telling people like me, you rather play Fortnite than to prepare. Remember, y'all didn't want to prepare. So you started starving. Now you want to be on some old, I'm ready to throw my life away because I ain't eating type shit. When you had ample opportunity to prepare, bro. All of y'all knew we were heading to these seasons. You should have known how the story said. The prophecy lines out and says these things, right? So if it also told you it's going to be famine and pestilence, then you should be preparing for the first of the first things that's going to take place, nigga. The first thing that's going to take place, famine and pestilence, bro. Dog, okay, they gotta do that somewhere else. They got a brand new baby outside and they taking his clothes all the way off. That baby look like it's only a few days out the hospital. Whatever. Going back to mind of my business, alright? So we gotta talk about Leviathan, who he really is, what he's there for, what he's getting ready to do. God is letting him out. Or you can say that I'm spreading this, that, and the third, and this, that, some ideology, bro. But if you're a real biblical scholar, you should know what I'm talking about. The Bible says that he was going to release. How is he going? Why is the angel putting him in chains for 1,000 years? Because he got out. Well, how long did he get out for? How long? How long did he be out for? Well, he was out for some time. Obviously enough for them to do a new world order, bruh. Get chips, chip up the people, and a whole bunch of this, that, and the third. Right? It had to be enough time for that. And that's like another tribulation period of time, which could be that 7 years. Why? Because 3.5 years, they ain't gonna be forced for it. Then the last 3.5 years, they will be even killed. Right? So those people that are still here, right? If they believe in God after that point, see, mind you, by the time this figure comes, after the dragon, a figure's gonna come, one person on this earth is gonna be able to talk to that fucking dragon. And it ain't you, and it ain't me. All right, you understand what I'm saying? That's the person who came out the mountains. That's the person that's gonna say, I'm the one that got this dragon under control out here. And he wants you to worship him. The second beast comes out to get the people to worship the first beast. That's that. What's the first beast? From the sea. From the sea. So this dragon is gonna have a spokesman for him. That's your Antichrist. Okay, y'all? There he goes. So this guy, he's gonna come out of the mountain there. He's gonna talk to that beast in the sea. And he's gonna get the beast to calm down all the shit he's doing, because he came out and started destroying people. A lot of people. Government is afraid, terrified. Remember, they wanted to do evil, but when he gets out, they're gonna be begging. They're gonna be pleading for him to stop. They won't stop. He said, nigga, y'all got my name on all this ish, bro. Shit mine, bro. What you talking about? You little barcode you little niggas use? Shit mine's. You put my representation on there. It don't belong to you. Let me show you when I come and take this, bruh. Right? That's what he's doing. You understand? Say, look, man. Look, all right? I'm not giving him no credibility. I'm just telling you what his purpose and his job is, okay? And God is allowing that to happen, my friend. Do you understand? Christ is. Christ. So Christ didn't come yet. He let the dragon out on your ass, and he let another person to conform with that beast to settle things, right? So he's gonna get the whole world to worship that first beast. And what he's gonna want to own them. He's gonna make them now a product of his, like everything else he gave them. So now they will belong to him. If not, he's gonna come out and finish the job. He gonna come out and finish, and God would have let him. But that wasn't a part of the prophecy. You understand? So that's why eventually he ended up getting bound for 1,000 years and put away. He's not bound right now. He's bound right now, but he's gonna get out. Then he's gonna have to be bound again. But see, every time he get out, he's basically allowed to do a job to test. Right now, he's gonna be killing and testing the people of God. You know why? Because when it gets out, and I'm not gonna say this yet, but it's very possible that people like me could be calling that the day of Christ, right? It's not the day of Christ, but it could be with or pre-day of Christ. You understand? That's why I didn't call it the day of Christ. I didn't, because mind you, no man knows the day or the hour of the return of the Son of Man. I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you what's getting ready to come. That ain't the Son of Man, nigga. That's the fucking dragon, bro. You feel me? He never told y'all that no man know the day and the hour on that. God clearly gave me the day. You can believe me if you want, or you can prepare for the ish. But I'm telling you how it's gonna go. I'm telling you now, we ain't got no much more time than that. Next year, we got less than a year now. A lot of people thinking like, man, I was thinking it was a couple of months. I was thinking, nah, y'all was thinking too light for y'all, like y'all going somewhere before this havoc, my nigga. Y'all not, I'm telling y'all, nobody's even getting into the wilderness yet. God ain't protecting nobody yet. You're gonna see a dragon first. You're gonna see the nigga come out the mountain first. It's gonna see all that chaos. You're gonna be in the midst of the purge. Cause remember, what happens is America's at a full-blown purge. What's gonna die that purge down is the fact they're gonna find out the dragon got out and killing everybody. And it got everybody killing everybody. When he come out, he come in with a spirit. This is why, before he comes out, all the ground starts shaking. Remember, it'll be earthquakes in diverse places. Then there will be famine and pestilence. Look, those things are close together. The pestilence is coming from the earthquakes. The earthquakes is releasing the dragon and his entities and his things. He ain't gonna be the only one up here trying to destroy shit. There's gonna be pestilence released. Now, I don't know, it could be physical or spiritual. Either way, they can still harm you. It wouldn't matter. Because if they get into you, they'll cause you harm to yourself. That's what it's gonna be, a spiritual blown possession. The day he gets out, June 2026. Spiritual blown possession. You wanted to know what day this mass evil is gonna occur? Bro, I gave you the audio. Now, y'all can look at me as a liar, or you can look at me as the bull that been trying to help y'all this whole time. Telling y'all, I hear directly from the man, bro. Telling you, this is my man's them. You still want to listen to me? All right, bet. You not be prepared then for this evil and wicked day, bro. This release, right? Remember, he told them, and he told them who not to harm too. Not to harm the one with the seal of God on their forehead. So even when we in the midst of this, we're going to watch this thing. We're going to stand in the midst of it. Some people who don't have the seal of God on their forehead, y'all don't know which ones got the seal of God on your forehead. Because a lot of y'all believe that you are with the Most High, but you ain't really with everything. You're not. You understand? I mean, I am. I ain't got no choice but to be, because I understand God, and it was never how the church taught me. When he got in my ear, I thought this was the devil for over 10 years. You heard me? But he wasn't, because he never lied and he never stirred me wrong. It's just, I never knew his intentions was so, yeah, you understand? I never knew God was, like, I knew that he had wrath and hell and all that, but bro, like, to me, I know him like a lot of people don't. And that's why I'm like, that's why I said I ain't want to be confused and tell y'all it's a dead Christ, because I know what Christ come with. I know what realms he hold, what he operates, what he uses to operate. I know a lot of things that I don't even think I want to tell you. Because y'all still thinking I'm talking about God, the Father, Yahweh, our Father, Yahweh, the one that made us. You still think I'm talking about Jesus when I mention Christ? Y'all have your damn mind. You fools. I understand Jesus Messiah, but Jesus Christ, because Christ is in him. It's in him, but it's also in the Father Yahweh too. And pretty soon, it's gonna be in me. That's what he told me as well. As one of his Lord of hosts, many. Bro, I'm playing that part right now, but he's going to further succeed at a mission that he would like to do, and he wants to take over a host. And what host do he want to take? He wants to take me, bro. I'm not gonna keep lying to y'all. One of these days, you gonna see why I've been here the whole time. Why I'm really here. Because everything with the dragon and all this other stuff, dog, I got a part to play in all this, whether y'all believe it or not. Whether you believe it or not, bro. But I try to give y'all a full and better understanding so you wouldn't be lost in thinking that when you see this devil come over, you thinking that the Lord done abandoned you. No, he didn't. Y'all niggas wasn't listening. Y'all didn't want to listen to the right people. Remember? Y'all had your fucking favorite motherfuckers. Hey, listen, I'm sorry, but remember in the Bible where he sent the task to the one with the unclean lips. That's the nigga that got the message. So you gonna have to get over it, buddy. Get over it. The one that got the message. The most important message that y'all gonna need to know. Y'all still trying to judge this man off his characteristics. Good luck. I'm doing my best not to be unclean with the lips. But dang, bro. You understand? Because I understand what it's doing. And I'm like, Lord, why would you? It's almost like a setup to them, though. To use somebody like me, you know that they ain't going to. It's damn near a setup, bro. I'm serious. But it's like, he wants to see how well you can hear his word. Can you hear it through the scribble? Can you hear it through the distortion? If you can, that means you're really connected to it. That's what you should have been. But you can't hear because of static, then you missed the message, my friend. You were supposed to get the message, not the static. Because you wanted the static, that's what you got. And that's what resides among you and in you. And whether you think you got it from me or you think you feeling it from me, well, you ain't feeling what you're supposed to be feeling, dog. You're supposed to be feeling that spirit. Because the word that I'm spitting is coming from the spirit, and it should be in tune with your spirit. If you're not in tune with it, that means you don't have the spirit of God. I'm sorry. It's not that many. Remember, who it really is, his faithful few. Nigga, he ain't said it was gonna be a lot of y'all, but a lot of y'all up here running y'all mouth talking about you the 144,000. There's 144 million in the y'all talking about you the 144,000. Bro, you better stop that. Stop that. Even I'm not claiming it to be at 144,000. I understand the position that I'm working towards has very much to do with the saints' work, right? I ain't doing that work yet. I haven't stepped into the task of doing the saint work, so I can't tell you I'm a saint right now. So I can't tell you I'm 144,000, nigga. You understand? I'm not telling y'all that shit. I'm telling you that I ain't putting in the resume and the application, get the work done, dog. Because if you gotta put in an application, do the work, he said he hired for, right? What's that to do? Y'all ain't putting in an application for that. You put in for everything else. Nigga, you see when the job task was, right? What the saints do, right? You ain't signed up for that. So you signed up, you hired for the job to do that. You ain't doing that job. Then you getting fired, cuz. You already know who gonna do that job and who ain't doing the job. So you're not hired for the job, bro. You're not hired for the, you still trying to say what the description of the job is. You still trying to make up what the description is. The description is getting rid of these fools. Do you understand me? You don't see it? The job ain't for you. You're not a saint, bro. And you're not 144,000. Stop that. 144,000 go to war, bro. They battle. They fight. Do you understand? They kill demons. They kill the enemy. They kill the enemy. You understand? That's what 144,000 do. They are, dog, they ain't nothing to play with, dog. They ain't none of you busters that just run your mouth and you ain't about nothing. Do you understand me? These 144,000 niggas are soldiers, bro. Soldiers. They ain't playing no game. They just like angels, but in human form. You understand me? We just like that, bro. That's why I feel like I'm that. But I can't give you no title that God is not. Even if the spot was reserved for me, nigga, I can't go claim that. I gotta work for that, bro. Same thing y'all would have to do instead of running your mouth. So we're gonna have to do part 2, 3, whatever we're gonna have to do on this, because I got to show you that, man, the Most High is unfolding more. He's giving me more to get to y'all, letting you know, yeah, y'all wanted to know when this thing was kind of gonna be wrapping up. Well, there you go. Do you understand what I'm saying? Listen, look, I'm done after that day. But just like I told y'all when he told me calamity will begin in February, and he did. If you really remind yourself and go back to everything I said since last year, calamity came in February, bro. No matter how y'all want to play this, my nigga. You understand me? You ain't heard nobody else out there telling you when it was gonna happen. What month? Now I didn't call the month again, bro. I still ain't got no listeners, viewers, understand. I got a little bit. I appreciate y'all that watch me. But why y'all not sharing this shit, bro? This shit should be on y'all Facebook. Y'all found the nigga that got the information and y'all still holding it to yourself? How dare you be selfish? I should be selfish with you. When y'all start sharing, I should cause the famine of the prophetic word. How dare you sit there and eat all this shit and not share? This ain't just no, yo, please like, share, subscribe type, nigga. How you gonna eat something of a gift and then consider just for you? Are you that lucky? Or you don't trust me enough to pass me on to other people because y'all don't want to let y'all folks know who y'all watching? When they tell you to spread the gospel, man. You just heard the gospel? And it's that easy to click a button and you ain't even gotta do too much work. You need to click a button and that's how you can spread the gospel now? Y'all ain't helping yourself. You supposed to be spreading the gospel. But you sit here and watch me, enjoy the content, understand that you getting the vibe from it. You got some relatable stuff, right? And you still haven't shared it. You ain't shared it with your peoples, your folks, Facebook, nothing. It is what it is. That's why I gotta keep going so hard, man. Until next time, man, it's your boy Don Illuminati. Peace and love.
Ain't no war outside. I don't believe it though. I don't believe it though.